Actually, I tell you what, I'm so glad that you didn't vote for the euro. No, don't.
You live...
Why not?
Why not?
You'll be shafted.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Sweden is... there are lots of things about this economy, and I'm not an economist, I'm just a dumb rock singer. But Sweden has managed to do lots of great things over many years post the middle of the 20th century. To sell yourselves and your currency, because you're not you, because there are higher powers, but to give up your currency at this particular stage would be a really bad gamble, because Deutsche Bank, ABN AMRO, they already set the rules and they're okay. I mean, it's not horror in Middle Europe.
It's quite bad though. For Germany and for...
It's not fabulous. It's not fabulous. It's not great for France. If I worked for the IMF, I'd go, Euro, whoop-de-doo, fabulous. Now we can make the accounting job easier. The EMU, which existed before I was born, seemed like a better exchange rate mechanism. The euro is a con. It just allows accountancy flatulence. No, there's a better word than flatulence. Inconsistency in large businesses to continue their accountancy indulgences. You know, the big Enron thing in America. Hang on, we have a set of rules. Whoops, we now have to change the rules. And the euro is kind of like that. 10 crowns equals £1. Okay, that makes sense to me. If I go to England, I'll take 10 crowns and I'll spend £1. In England, something will cost more or less than it costs here. Okie dokie. But then I'm not a massive manufacturer of Volvo trucks or Saab airplanes or Deutsche American Freundschaft business. Funny, America comes in here. And it's a con. It's a con. I've lived with it for 2 years now, and it's okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll survive. Us Middle Europeans will get by. But it was such a fucking joy to hear Sweden, and the Annan thing was very tragic. But just say nay.
Maybe England will say no as well.
Oh, but England's not part of the equation. England is a strange country that shouldn't be part of Europe. But Scandinavia should be part of Europe. But England is odd.
If you had to choose one, Beatles or Stones?
Beatles.
The Beatles, yeah.
Why?
Because they've done everything that anyone past them has ever tried to do. They've done it. Funnily enough, I had this conversation with my girlfriend in the week. Because I work with a 25-year-old guy who's promising to lend me their DVD collection. And I was thinking about it. I've been in a rock band all my grown-up life. And when I started in a grown-up band, I thought, yeah, I can do something with rock. And having looked at what everyone's done in the past 2 decades, the Beatles have already done it before we all started. So we all do variations on what they've already done. And before you were born, people were asking the question, is rock and roll dead? In that voice. And when I was maybe a little bit younger than you, I used to answer the question as, yeah, rock and roll might be dead, everything has been done, ... But it hasn't been done by me. Fuck off. You never know. As long as you're alive, there's something you can do. But I take it back to you. The Beatles have really done everything. Oops.
So we're screwed.
But we're not.
But we're not,
because you've got an imagination. They had an imagination. They did amazing things. What's to say that you, or you, can't do amazing things? A tune is a tune. Mozart's Mozart. He's been dead longer than the Beatles. Still sounds pretty good on the weekend if you turn it up really loud.
You have a favorite current Australian band, or what's the Australian? Do you know anything about the Australian scene right now?
Not a lot. I'll be there in 2 weeks, and I'll send you a postcard.
Any other current bands you like?
Funny enough, Lars played me lots of Swedish kid bands today, and it's like being in a time bubble.
In a bad way or a good way?
Well, it's great to me. All my grown-up life, I've been in a rock band, and for better or worse, it's been an interesting life. I still have not divorced myself so much from what I thought life should be when I was a teenager. Get drunk, go out, make lots of noise, stand up in a room full of similarly disposed people and see if it works. Yell a bit, make the jungle noise. If kids do that, what I did when the old people shouldn't be allowed to do it, actually. I think it's fine. Whatever inspired me to want to follow the jungle rhythm must be the same thing that inspires people half my age to want to do exactly the same thing.
What did inspire you?
I like the jungle rhythm. I was born in East Africa, oddly enough, but my people are Irish, not famous for their jungle rhythms, but they're famous for their poetry and music. From as far as back as I can remember, singing seemed to be a nice thing to do. The beat was always there, and as I grew up, and talking about being a child, Beatles, Elvis, they're both quite interesting. Fuck that. Making noise. I know something about music, like to deconstruct it, like to stand it up in a room and try it yourself one day. Find an instrument, stand up in a room, read a poem.
We gotta go.
Yeah, and I must go up.
Oh, sorry guys. There's a party going on.
No, it's not. It's just going home.